Hi there, and welcome to another Rock World video. Today we're going to be looking at some granite samples. Well, at least something I believe are some granite samples. I'm sure this sample is. I'm honestly not too sure about this one. I want to say it's a white microgranite, but I've also, or a type of white granite, but I've also noticed it kind of has the features of a adamellite rock. I'll just spell it since I'm not too good at pronunciations right now. A-D-A-M-E-L-L-I-T-E. I know both of these rocks have a coarse grain size, everything interesting there. You can just hear it as I move against it. Well, the reason I say both of these are a type of granite, I normally see the quartz inputs just shining from the rock, so that's always a pretty good sign of granite, since quartz is one of the more dominant minerals in granite. Something that's interesting about this, though, is that with all granites, you're going to be looking at something about 65% silicates, 20% quartz, and then you can have other things like feldspars, micas, and other types of minerals into this. It's kind of interesting here. This is kind of an entry to the igneous rock type, since granite is one of the most dominant features of the igneous rock types. And something that's interesting here is that the crystal shape within these rocks isn't really, how would we say, a basic design. Most other igneous rocks will share the same design, so it's not going to be too much variety in crystal shape within granite. Well, igneous rocks is a type. We're just featuring granite. And I will write down the name of the crystal shape since I'm not too good at the pronunciation. Sorry, having a little time viewing some of the information right now. But and holding the camera, so I'll just focus on the rocks. But something you can notice here from both of these two rocks, both of them are granite, as I said, as I believe. But noticing here you have a much more duller gray type of rock, but this one you have a more shiny crystalline rock. That's why I say it's more of a white granite. This is your typical gray granite type of rock. So not much to show there. One thing interesting about it, both these rocks will come from a formation in the Earth's crust, as all igneous rocks do, from magma. That's cooled, and these are how these rocks are formed. Both of them have a coarse grain, so that's always a good sign of an igneous rock. So that's basically the rock review there, and how you can spy for an igneous rock, especially in granite, since that's one of the most common I'm always finding. So right there and right there, two different kinds right there. And there you go. It's a white type. That's a typical gray granite, or white granite there. Hope you enjoyed this video, and that's the rock review.